Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so today I am going to be drawing Cookie. I don't have a lot of time, and what kills me is I didn't even grab my source images. So it's going to be one of those days. This morning I was torn between drawing Orlando Jones as Mr. Nancy and drawing Cookie as or Taraji P. Henson as Cookie in the future looking for some clothes. So let's see. Luckily I still have the search. Now I haven't decided which image I want to use, but I kind of have an idea of how I want to draw her. This is not a bad picture right here. Because she looks like she's intense. And this one looks like she's been interrupted. Let's see. And I'm trying to decide how I want to portray her. Do I want her to be bored? Do I want her to be intrigued? Like this picture. Let's see. I like happy. Happy's cool, but let's see. That's more Taraji, less less Cookie. This looks more Cookie, and this looks a lot Cookie. This looks like Cookie too, like she's being surprised. Like, what you want? I ain't ready yet. You said 5 more minutes. I like that one. But I want to make sure that I capture her. This is a good one. Oh, I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one. And this is my way that I usually do these things. Let me see. Let me pop out of that. And I usually use my Google Slides. And everything that I want to draw, color, and whatnot, for whatever theme that I'm interested in, I usually put it here. So I need to make myself a new slide. And I'll just go ahead and paste her on in. And we'll just have her to the side. I have an idea of what kind of pose I want to put her in. I just don't, oops, I don't have a source image for that pose. Sorry, a little bit hoarse. It's like my throat wants to clear, sort of. Okay, let me zoom back in here. So the whole key of making sure that I get the likeness is by having a source image. So instead of using my outline brush, which is the syrup brush that's here in Procreate, I'm going to use the soft brush that comes with Procreate and kind of just bring it down to like 1, almost 2. Get off. I want to make sure I want to be off this layer here. I'm gonna lock this one down. Okay. So I'm gonna move this over to a little bit, and I want to get the pose down first. So I imagine her kind of in a chair, and this is gonna be like a little bit cartoonized, a little bit. I don't want this to look like a throne or something like that. And I'm trying to think like Jetsons, futuristic almost. So here's her chair. Now I'm going to keep her head in this position, or else I'd have to tilt it up, which is a whole nother position. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where I want her arm to go. So we'll put it on like a little console right here that's kind of floating. Okay, so her eyes will be about like right here. Now I'm trying to decide if I want her looking at us. We'll have the screen kind of do, let's see, I'm gonna put another layer on. Kind of do this sort of thing where it kind of wraps around. And it'll have like different hairstyles. We should have another screen, like, well, not even a screen. Let's do virtual reality. Let's clear this. And we'll just have like little cookies. Like herself here. And then a picture of herself here. And we'll just have like cookies galore. So that means I'm going to find at least a couple pictures if I'm not. Let's see. So there'll be like little virtual pictures of her. And we'll have them kind of fade off in like some sort of like virtual heads. Okay. So maybe even looking at us might even give her a little idea. Okay, so I'm going to merge these two layers together and I'm going to drop the opacity down so it's not too annoying. And then I'm going to start on the sketch here. So I'm going to try to make it look like her. Whoops. Make sure I'm on the right layer too. Yep. I'm going to drop this down to about a 1. And I'm just going to kind of make a little cartoon of her. And we'll even have like maybe some light from her holograms. Now to do the cartoon, you want to kind of exaggerate a little bit more than the picture. That way you can get away with a lot more stuff. But the key is to make sure that you capture her shapes. So like right here with her eye the way it is here, I just want to capture that shape. It doesn't have to be precise. And I can even go even bigger on the eyes if I wanted to. I'm going to bring the nose up just a little higher. And I'm just going to make it a little rounder, a little bit more pert. And then we can even go even more pert, just exaggerating a bit, but it's just definitely still keeping her shape here. I can come in a little bit. One thing I like doing is doing like that Disney method, where if you're doing the eyes bigger, so say, let me try another layer. And I'm just going to exaggerate it just like a little bit more. Turn this one off. So if I was going to make her like into a Disney princess, take those eyes and make them big. And it helps to look at another Disney princess. Let's see if I've got one real quick. Let's see. And just try to pick your favorite princess. Let's see, that was when I was doing Alice in Wonderland. I don't know if I have very many Disney pictures on here. There we go. Like somebody who's got like, I like my favorite like Disney princess face is like the Little Mermaid. Let me see if I can get this to, it's just the way the eyes are. Kind of like that. She's always got that side view. But she's got like really big eyes. But if you wanted to look a little bit more sophisticated, you know, you can always bring in like these are older looking females. Jasmine's also a good one. But if you want to kind of keep it like a little bit innocent, she's, I think, the most innocent, girlish looking one. Plus, I really like her eyes because it's like this kind of shape. Bulges right here. And then you can just like, so you kind of get the shape. And it's almost as if the eyelashes are opposite of wherever the eyes are. Sometimes. So if the eyelashes are going this way, the eye is looking this way. And then you just go back to the character. Let's see, how should I do this? I should have just grabbed her. Oh well. Let's see. Come back to the Disney. Making myself dizzy. I should have did this earlier. Come on, Kim. Come on, work with us here. Okay, so they're pretty much side by side. Let's see. Come on. And I'm just going to grab the picture and bring it on into the other slides here. Cookie. So it's like if I was doing a cartoon cookie. There we go. And I'll just zoom on in. Okay, so one of the things to look at is it's very simply drawn. Not a whole lot of detail. So one line does the nose, one line does the nostril, one line does the side of the nostril, etc. So if I was going to draw Cookie like a Disney princess, which would be kind of cute, we'll keep that in mind, but we also need to grab some of the stuff that makes her Cookie. So maybe even one of the more sophisticated princesses would probably work better, but we're going to use the Little Mermaid's eyelashes and then add a little bit more. So she's not exactly like them. And then we'll add like a little bit of anime to her. She's got that, got the big expressive eyes. And then we'll have one line that does her nose. And it's usually a small nose. Let's try to get that nose shape. And then the eyebrows are usually like super high up. Like they're always kind of like a little surprised. So let's do that with Taraji here. Cookie cans. And I love her eyebrows. She'd make a better Disney villainess though, because she's got a lot of sharp curves on her. Okay, so let me see if I can get that nose. Instead of drawing all the nose, I'm going to start kind of like right here, and then I'll give her like that pert nose, and then have it kind of do that, and kind of emphasize her nostril a bit, but not give it too much attention. Okay, and then we can probably get away with 1 or 2 lines. Now their cheekbones are pretty, yeah, they're out there, kind of like Snow White. So we'll kind of do like that. But instead of giving it the bump, and then the bump right here on the side of the face, you see the bump. I'm gonna smooth it out a little bit more, with just a little, and then we'll give her a chin. Usually Disney princesses have small chins, so we'll give her like a little small chin, and we'll bring her nose up a little bit higher too. Okay, she's got a square jaw, so we'll bring a line. And then to make her kind of cute, oops, what time is it? 6:30. Okay, I got less than a half an hour. Okay. We'll just bring that in a little bit, and then we'll give her a big smile. We'll make her lips a little bit more full. We're not going to make each individual tooth. Okay, so to make her look more like a Disney princess, my nose is a little too big, so I'm going to bring that up a little bit. I'm just going to shrink it. And I'm going to bring her cheekbones up a little bit. I'm going to try using Liquify Push, and just kind of, let me make that a little smaller, and just kind of push her cheekbones up and out a little bit. And she's looking a little bit more like her. Now the thing about her is that she's got those really sultry eyes, so I'm going to have to make them a little smaller, or close them up just a little bit. So I'm going to bring this corner up a little bit more. And I'll just kind of follow the shape of her eye. She's going to have a thick eyelash on her upper lid here. And we'll bring this one down a little bit more. And bring that eyebrow up a little bit more. And I'm going to round out her eyebrows just a bit, so I can imagine her as being like a naughty princess. A little bit spoiled. I'll just bring this up a little bit more. And we'll just get her nostril here. It's pretty iconic for her. Let's give her more cheekbone here. And she's got a little bit of a and this is where I would start off kind of like some of my caricatures, and then I'd slowly add more details that make it look more like them. She's looking more like a villain. Villains have a lot of detail in their faces, a lot of expression. Let's see, I'm going to bring her cheekbones up a little bit more. And we'll make these a little darker, but they'll be made darker in the final. Okay, let's keep going. Usually in my caricatures I have little pencil necks, male and female. No matter how heavy you are, you're going to get a pencil neck. It may be a little wider, but it'll be definitely smaller. Usually the heads are a lot bigger, so it'll be like a big head, little body. See, I can't remember how sultry Cookie's body was, so I'm going to take a quick peek here to see how voluptuous she is. I think she's pretty voluptuous, so we'll just go ahead and go here. And she's a little thick, so give her small shoulders. Oh, and we gotta get her hair. Most of the time, let me see if I can find her again. Let's see. Okay. I'm trying to think of what her most common hairstyle is. It's hard to say because she always changes her style, always changes it up. I want to say this is more of the hairstyle I usually see her with when she is on the show. So we'll call that the starter style. And I'm going to grab that picture too. And then we're going to change up some of her clothes so that they will let's see, they'll match a little bit of what she usually wears. I'm not going to grab the thingy right now. I don't have, I want the picture though. Okay, let's see, we'll just do this. We'll keep it nice and fluffy. Her ears don't usually show, so I'm going to have to cover up her ear. Okay. So this is going to be like the start. Let's see, and Cookie's really voluptuous. Let's see, I'm trying to find a really casual picture of her. There isn't very many, so I like this one where she wears like this kind of blouse. Let's see, and I think she's usually in skirts, but I think today we'll put her in like a little pantsuit. So like, we could emphasize her legs. You know what I want to do is make a virtual like there's like a little crown, and then I want to put like a little lion head. And then we'll make that kind of like virtual. Now, the key to doing caricatures is S-curves. If you really want a really cute cartoon looking character, throw some S-curves in there. And I'm going to let me do this real quick. We'll give her a skirt. Let me hurry up. Like I got all the time in the world. I had all the time in the world at 3 o'clock this morning. But no, you want to watch Orlando Jones doing his thing. Cookie's always in some heels. And I'll make her smaller in a sec. There we go. Oops. Oops. Let's put it like this. Oops, stop. Stop. There we go. I'll probably bring that leg down a little bit. Okay, throwback has got to move. There we go. Okay, so her chair will have like a little virtual lion symbol on top of it. I'll probably give this lion claws. And that'll be like a little throne for her. Okay, so for the moment, I'm going to turn off this part, and then I'm going to drop the opacity on this one, because all I think I have time for is like 6:42 right now, is doing her outline. Okay, so this is like cartoon of Cookie. Let me make sure, what size is this? I need all the interior to be like at 4 of the face, and then the exterior will be probably in the 6. Just a nice thick line. That's not a bad line for the oops. I'll have like some thick lines and some thin lines. Disney usually only has like 3 or 4 lines. There was something I was reading somewhere, I can't remember what it was, but it was like the more slanted the eyes, the older the character, and the rounder the eyes and whatnot was the younger the character. But for the life of me, I cannot find where I found that. about Disney eyes. And it was such great advice. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. Sorry about that. I lost the chat. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be the quickest stream I've had in a while. Now here's where the S shapes come in. Let's see, I'm going to up this to about 6. And this is the, what brush was this? This is the syrup brush. This is the one I usually use for outlines when I'm not in the Adobe Draw program. Now I'm looking at her lips and her mouth, and I want to try to emulate as much as I can to keep it looking like Cookie. So we can even give her a little bit of little curves here for her cheeks if we want. It looks like her lips jut out just a bit. I'm going to erase that overlap here. Just want to get that bump in the lips there. And just want to try to follow that shape and even emphasize it a bit. And then with color, you can emphasize the cheeks and stuff like that. If you don't want to throw the lines in there, we don't really need the lines, because I'm going to use some grayscale. And we'll do that right here. I usually turn that to about 30. And when I'm ready, I'll use the soft brush. And did I change it to linear burn? I did not. Change that to linear burn. And if I want a harder line, I can make sure my color fill is on down there. I can even go a little bit lighter. Let's see. I'm trying to decide where I want to put the shadow for her nose. We'll just put it like underneath right now. Okay, so that's what I would usually do for shadows, or for grayscale shadows. And I could even go lighter. You don't have to, if you want the hard shadows, you know, you got them. And then sometimes I'll soften it up a little bit, and I'll use the soft brush to soften and just kind of make it a little bit more gradual of a, just a little softer. There we go. Bring that up a little bit. If she was a Disney villain, we could probably keep it harder. And we'll just kind of put a little bit underneath her eye. And maybe a little bit on her cheek. A little bit on her nose. And I'm just trying to get the contours so she looks a little bit more like herself. There we go. Alright, so let's go back to syrup in our outline. Oops. Okay, we got syrup. Let's see. Am I on the wrong layer? Oh, okay. This is the layer. Oh, I ended up on the wrong layer. I tried to protect this layer because it has the symbol on it. Okay, it's all right. Oh, Kimberly, story of my life. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of baby hairs. Oh, still on the wrong layer. Let's get those eyebrows in here. A slight eyebrow S-curve there. There's going to be S-curves here. And there's just like all these S shapes. And if you want things to overlap a little bit. Now, one of the things I like doing with heavier women is I'll give them like, you know, the thick curves, but then I'll make like their feet a little smaller, but I make them look good, so if I do say so myself. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, if people who don't think they look good, they stay away from doing caricatures. It's like they don't want to make, you know, they don't want anybody to emphasize, you know, things that they're insecure about. But if you can turn that into like a positive, oh my gosh, you will get such a nice tip. Anyway. Okay. I don't want to cover up too much of the shadow. Now I can either go with that hair there. I don't really like it. I like the curls. But this is, I think this is more of what she kind of, where's her heart on Monday? How she would wear her hair. Usually, I remember seeing her really straight. I'm going to try the curls. And if I know like at the curls. Let's see, we'll do it like the picture. No, you know, I can't decide. It's like, do I want the curls or not? Do you want the curls or not? Damn it. Okay. She's got like pointed ears here. I definitely would emphasize that. And oh, look at those jewels. Gotta go bigger. We'll give it. We'll do them like we did to Catwoman. We'll give it like crazy facets. And I don't want to do that. Let's see, one more big one. Just trying to make like little facets in there. I like the long hair. Let's see. Woman had so many damn hairstyles. I remember when I was trying to do another caricature of her, I couldn't because, well, I don't think I did her justice because her hair was it changed from scene to scene. She always had a different hairstyle depending on, it didn't even depend on the scene. It just, it was always changing. And it was always dramatic. You go, Cookie. All right. So I try to figure out if I want her like I think she should control like a little joystick or something, or just to rotate and cycle through. Have her like swiping. We'll give her like long nails because she don't have to work. So instead of trying to erase all of my little mistakes here, I'm just going to use them as shading. Except around the outside. You gotta go. Oh shoot, speaking of gotta go. Okay, I got a few more minutes. Alright, for those of you who are just joining, I am doing a quick little doodle of Taraji as Cookie, choosing whatever she would be wearing in the future. You know, how do you buy your clothes in the future? And she'll have like her little, we'll give her a little. Have a little virtual throne. Let me see. Let's see. I think all that is on the other layer. So let me see. See if I've got a. Just want to put like a fancy C on here. That's cute. That wants something. Something a little bit more fancy. It almost looks. It should be a $sign on this. It's like oh there we go. That's a good C. Yeah, that other one was. That's a pretty C too. If only it was a lion. There we go. We'll just keep that one. Try to figure out where all that stuff is for the chair, because I can just smudge it. I wonder if it's on the same layer. Yep. Okay. So instead of smudging it just like this, I'm going to smudge it with a texture. Let's use this lace texture. Or, let's see, I want to think futuristic. I don't think I have anything that's futuristic here. I think I had some ones and zeros, but she doesn't care about that mess. So maybe lace. I don't know if it's going to turn out. No, there's not enough here for it to do anything. Okay, so we'll just smudge it normal. We'll just use the soft brush. You know, just kind of come around a little bit just to soften these lines up. And I probably will do one last pass on some of these. I don't even know where that is. Okay, so we don't need it. Well, I wanted to keep these heads. Let's see, so that one's on that. So it must be this layer. Now I have a choice. I can either draw virtual cookies, or I could we call this the cookie jar. Okay, here's where the heads are, and what I'll do is I'll just erase the stuff we don't need anymore. And then I think this layer. Oh yeah, some of this layer I was using as shading, but it's okay. No worries. I can do the here we go. I like that. Let me get rid of this crown thingy. We'll make another one or something. Call this the cookie jar, where she chooses her goodies. Okay, so if I'm doing grayscale throughout, because that was one of my pet peeves on this coloring book that I've got, it's Dark Skin Beauties or something like that. I think that's what it's called. I can't remember, but all of them are. All the shading is all around the head and the neck. There's no shading anywhere else. And I'm like, really? See, I don't like that this is a little too dark. We'll drop it down just a smidge. And we'll bring a little bit of there we go. So that the dark spot is only in the center here. It gives her a little bit more roundness, and oops, I'll erase a little bit here. And then I can light up other parts of her. Let's see, I'm going to make this a little grayer. Oops. And do the same thing with her rump. Just kind of soften the lighting just a smidge. Just kind of bring the shadows up a little bit. And just hit add. Let's see. And we'll just kind of soften these up a little bit. These little projections here will have different hairstyles. We could do like a transparent one right here, but I don't want to interrupt anybody's coloring. This is going to be a little coloring page. Okay, so that's good enough for today. I don't have enough time to do anything else to this, really, because I wanted to draw something else, and I was torn. So I tried to make myself a little schedule, but you know, the heart goes where it wants, I guess. And then, you know, I'll probably change the shoes into something a little bit more virtual. Tomorrow I'll give myself a little bit more time to play. And then I'll even see if I can do something with this set of eyes. I don't know, like a more serious picture, but I think the cartoon one's going to be a lot more fun. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do a quick replay. And then I'll let you guys go. And I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be like a cleaning up of this one, and we'll give her like more of a cyber look to whatever she's choosing. And we don't need this right now. So I started off like somewhat serious, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's make her kind of like a Disney princess looking. And we turned off the serious look, and we compared her with a Disney looking character, and just borrowed little aspects of that, which is like a simpler face, simple nose, and a big smile. A little big for Cookie. And we still wanted to keep her likeness. So make it a little bigger so you can see it better. Keep the square face. Keep those dimples. And I'll be adding a lot more of that stuff to her when tomorrow, to give her more of a likeness. Yeah, so if you're ever drawing a heavy person, even if they're like 3,000 pounds, you want to still give them that, like if it's a woman, you want to give her that beautiful shape. Don't give her rolls. Give her the sexy woman look, but don't, throw rolls all over her. Make her thick, but not like rolling in dough type of thing. And it'll be something that they really enjoy later on. All right, so anyway, this is my virtual Cookie, or at least the start. And I might change her outfit, might not. Might put some more heads around her. This is her cookie jar, we'll call it. Oh, that'd be funny. Anyway, you guys have a great one, and I will see you in the next video. Sorry about taking so long to come in online, but I was like, I don't know what I want to draw. Do I want to draw this angry picture, or do I want to draw someone in the future and kind of happy? Anyway, happy one. This is one of the places where I'm sure she's most comfortable. You guys have a great one. I'll see you in the next video. If you have any ideas on TV show characters that you'd like to see brought into the future, like J.J. Evans as an Instagram model or something like that, or Michael with the Black Lives Matter, but in the future, where it's all like robots. He's marching with robots or something, Black robots lives matter, just let me know what you'd like to see. In honor of Black History Month and Throwback Thursday, Coloring with Candace. If you are interested in downloading any of the pictures, this one's not ready for download yet because it's not done, but when it is done, it'll be available for download for free. If you post it anywhere, just give a shout out to us, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Kim and her long goodbyes. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See ya. Ciao.